Good morning. Don Keith on the Diary of a Psychotic podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. They're great. This morning I want to talk about three things, okay? First of all, the president should not have used the F word in public, okay? I mean, there were all these words you're not supposed to say on the air many years ago. We deleted it. I mean, we censored it, but everybody knows what he said, all right? Because it's all on social media, where it's not so censored. Okay. I don't know if he knows what the he's doing, all right? So, yeah, I never knew. I never knew if he could use the word. So, well. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's right, the president. All right. Okay, now, I'm pretty sure that Teddy Roosevelt used that word a couple of times and went, instead of saying bully, he said, so if I surprise you sometime and it comes out of my mouth and I don't censor it, well, I don't censor it anyway, so it's like if I get really angry and I'm really opinionated about something, I will use the F word. Okay. All right, now beyond that, all right, let's go on to something else. Peggy Whitson, Space Peggy. I'm not talking about the pigs in space. No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Peggy Whitson. 65 years old, back up in space at the International Space Station. This went up flawless launch this morning in the Dragon space capsule. New astronauts and an older astronaut. You know, she holds the records for being in space for 657 days. I think that's the number. But at any rate, she's my hero. Okay. Okay, so. Everybody check that out in the articles, okay? And she's on Instagram, okay? Space Peggy, okay? Or Astro Peggy. Anyway, she's got an official account on Instagram. Okay, next thing. The battle damage and the bomb damage assessment is in for the Iran strike. Somehow I knew. So everybody's going to be fighting about how much damage was done, and then the Iranians are just going to quietly go back to their enriching their uranium and getting their nuclear power program back up and running a couple of months from now. So all the infighting and all the he said, you said, she said, hey, and the ICE raids continue. Okay? Be careful. All right, now, there's going to be Give Us Your Papers Act in the United States Congress. We're really becoming a Nazi nation. I didn't think that was possible under our Constitution. I mean, our Constitution is still sitting there in the National Archives. All right, it's still protected. It's still there. And the Bill of Rights is still there. It's just nobody's paying attention to them. Nobody even knows what their rights are anymore. I mean, I learned in a class called civics when I was in high school. And before that, yeah. And I was taught, I memorized the Gettysburg Address. That's right. In social studies, I don't know. I had some crazy professors and some crazy T-shirts. They were insistent that I learn what it's like to be a United States citizen. So hey, I joined the Navy. It was also to get my ass out of a little podunk town called Danville, Illinois. But some good people have come from Danville, okay? Dick Van Dyke, Ronald Reagan. Yeah, that's right, Ronald Reagan. Okay, now, there's been some really good people come out of the town that I came out of. Gene Hackman came out of there, the late Gene Hackman. Yeah, some good actors, Donald Pleasance, Gene Hackman, Dick Van Dyke, Jerry Van Dyke. Yeah, that's right. And me, Donnie Keith. Okay. See, I wanted to get to one third point. Third point, is fuel prices are going to go up, yes, because of the strife in the Middle East. All right. Straits of Hormuz may not be blocked. Iran is debating whether or not to block the Straits of Hormuz. They're like, they don't know what to do. All right. Everybody's gunning for them, and they're like, we didn't do nothing. Hey, we just defended. We defended ourselves. Israel attacked us. We defended ourselves. Yeah, Israel attacks. Wow. I mean, I understand the Zionist way of thinking because I'm a Zionist. Okay? I am. Christians and Jews are Zionists. We don't want to admit it, but we are. I always like that speech that Morpheus gave. Zion, hear me! All right. Okay. Anyway, that's a Matrix reference. So, anyway, I hope you got some information out of this one because I was all over the map. This has been Don Keith with the Diary of a Psychotic, brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. I hope you enjoyed it. They're great!